It's amazing because Giannis is 6'11", 222. LeBron is 6'9", 250.
Something like that, yeah.
And Porziņģis is 7'3". I was telling Rick yesterday, in general, to transition, we have like 5 minutes for Tingus Pingus. The biggest thing is that, you know, they grow on trees. I play with a bunch of 7'3" Latvian centers who can also shoot three-pointers. And it's great because, you know, they stretch the floor. They can cover the landscape of the floor. Rick, I want to show you a video. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not.
Okay, probably haven't.
It's my favorite draft reaction video in the history of Knicks history.
Yeah, the kid, right?
No, even better.
No.
Even better.
All right,
Bartman, could you run the Tingus Pingus video? Or Ja'Cory?
What the fuck did they do? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latvia. You drafted this fucking kid. You stupid motherfuckers, you.
Porziņģis was the first Knick that I didn't boo on draft night. Was the first Knick that I wasn't pissed off that they took him. We were covering the Kicking and Screening Film Festival 4 years ago in New York City. We were in a screening and I got the update to the phone saying they drafted Porziņģis. And at that point I was really hyped on Phil Jackson being there, and I was like, look man, Phil Jackson knows more about basketball than I do. I have no reason to boo this. I think that, you know, maybe he's got something special. Same reason I didn't boo Frank Ntilikina, I held out for optimism. Man, were people pissed off that they drafted Tingus Pingus. And again, this is coming from somebody who loves, was Justice Winslow the same draft? I think he was, because man, did I love Justice Winslow.
I don't remember.
Woof, would I have been very wrong. Porziņģis is special. And watching last night's game and the game before it, I have 2 Tommy Beer tweets we can get to just to show you at least what he's doing.
Yeah, sure.
Very, very Patrick Ewing of him. Porziņģis put the Knicks on his back in back-to-back games to help New York overcome double-digit deficits late in the game. I'm used to that, never seeing this happen. Over those 2 games, he scored 24 points in the fourth quarter while shooting 77.8% from the floor and 100 from 3 during the fourth.
Wow.
That's clutch baskets. And then he continued to say, over the last 50 years, only 3 players, 22 or younger, have averaged 30 points per game through their first 10 games of an NBA season. Very good company to be in. Even Melo, your good friend Melo. Porziņģis has the mental fortitude to be a New York Knicks player. He's stronger up here than I think Melo was. I don't think he is going to face the similar criticisms. He's going to face criticism like Patrick Ewing did. And if you go back, did the New York media, they destroyed Patrick Ewing, yet he still was able to overcome it. They destroyed it because he couldn't take them to the finals, even though he did, and he couldn't finish in the finals, and he couldn't beat the Pacers, and he couldn't beat the Bulls, and the whole team was centered around that centerpiece being Patrick Ewing. But what the biggest thing with Patrick Ewing was, and I see a lot of it in from Porziņģis, is when defense creates offense, that is true New York Knicks style basketball. It's what made them very good in the 90s. It's what won them championships in the 70s. That is the style of basketball they have to play. Defense creating offense. They've never won by just firing on all cylinders. They will never be a Warriors team. But what we do have, at least through 11 games in the season, is a top 10 NBA player and somebody that you can build around. And now you just do it. You do the Patrick Ewing system. You find us a Charles Oakley and a John Starks. You find us an Allen Houston, and you just build around this. Get gritty, strong defensive players and let Porziņģis take all the fucking threes in the world.
Few points. The Patrick Ewing point is spot on, but you got to remember, and I'm not trying to put down any New York writers, but they thrive on the teams failing.
Yes, of course.
So what they are rooting for has always been failure. Yeah. So not only could they sell more papers, but
Porziņģis gets a little lull.
But also it's easier when there's discord and discourse, and your team is losing. The Patrick Ewing point, spot on, but also remember that was the year that Michael Jordan went away to go play baseball, and they played a Scottie Pippen-led Chicago Bulls team, which helped them get further.
Of course, I don't think they get past them. I don't think they get past that.
So I just want to make that clear. I think Spike Lee hit the nail on the head, I want to say, about a year and a half ago.
Spike's a happy man now.
When he, seriously, when he said, and I believe it was on Jimmy Fallon, but I could be wrong. It was on one of the late night talk shows. They were asking him, you know, about, what was his last movie? I didn't see it. It was about Chicago, I'm pretty sure. So they were interviewing him about that, and they asked him about the Knicks, right? And they were asking him about Zinger. And he said, man, he plays like a brother. That's what Spike Lee said. But then it's true, but like then going further, he goes, he's got a dog in him.
Yeah.
And I saw the dog exemplified last night when Dwight Howard literally forearm shoving Zinger. Now, did he go down easily sometimes? Yeah, he was trying to draw a foul. It was a savvy move for a 20-year-old, 21-year-old. But you saw the dog in him where all it took was the smallest amount of space for him to hit a three in Dwight Howard's face.
You said,
and then hitting another three.
That's the problem with Zinger, is he has a very nice looking shooter's shot.
Very nice.
So when you're 7'3", there actually is no one, you literally just get to stand and shoot. And now that you can't close in without getting called for fouls, he just can shoot over people.
And now that also he's showing off his range to hit nearly, not nearly, but close to center court. I mean, he's not as unstoppable as Giannis. He's not even unstoppable yet.
I would
but
take Giannis over.
Of course, every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Right now, yeah.
But in comparisons of tall guys and lengthy guys doing things, he is proving so many people wrong, including the what was the guy?
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
I've never heard of the Latavia. People were pissed off about that draft pick, but man, because I mean, look, you see,
all of us were wrong.
He was so.
Were you happy about it?
Yeah, I mean, I literally said that it's Phil. I trust him. Look, Phil did three good things. He didn't trade our draft picks away. He drafted Kristaps Porziņģis, and right now, with Frank Ntilikina on the court, he's the second youngest player in the NBA. This guy is going to take time, but he is a defensive.
Yeah,
like Mike Conley's his ceiling, and I would love for him to get there. But these are the type of pieces I want around Porziņģis. I want the guy to default to your star player in Porziņģis to take the shot. And he hit a big three in the comeback against they just played against the Pacers, not against the game before that. And he's getting starters minutes in the fourth quarter. He's not starting yet, so I'm not expecting a massive stat line from him. Just play that defense like he does. He's got this abnormally long wingspan for a pretty small guy.
Agreed. Yes.
And he's got quick hands.
More importantly,
some silver lake, man. We're 6-4.
More importantly, I'm a Chicagoan. I don't like the Knicks.
Fair.
I don't like New York sports, period. I'm not a fan of them. But there was something about watching League Pass in the second half of that game, seeing the Knicks come back and feeling the energy in the Garden that I don't think I could really remember. Like, you could say the Mike Woodson years when they went to the playoffs with Carmelo, that like one time when they had a good year on him.
The 66-game season when he won the scoring title was all right, because we had JR hitting threes from the logo, contested. Contested. Don't even do it from the logo if you're not going to do it contested like JR.
I just can't remember the last time regular season when the Garden felt that alive for a guy who won't, but is in the running to win MVP.
Yeah, like 2011, 2012,
how I felt
and
about
before that 1999.
To make the comparison once more, and then I think we got to go. But like, to make the comparison once more, it's the same when Zinger has the ball in his hands. It's the same feeling that Milwaukee has when the ball is in Giannis's hands. Like, something special is going to happen. There is an energy that is unmatched between these two young players. And I'm not saying LeBron. I'm saying young players who still have not lived, who still have not match their potential of what they can be, which is greatness. It was fun to watch. It really, really was. And again, I'm not a Knicks fan. I don't like the Knicks. I don't support the Knicks. But just watching it on League Pass, watching them come back from 15 down, and then going up and winning and seeing this like weird back and forth between Dwight Howard and Kristaps Porziņģis. It was great.
Dwight, who's playing really well.
It was fun to watch.
The Hornets who were playing
well. So
was
Malik Monk. Fuck, did he look good.
Not until this point, not until yesterday did he look good, because he was shooting like 25%.
Yeah.
I love Malik Monk. I really want him to be good. He was the one I thought the Knicks were going to draft.
Yeah,
I did, but and so did Malik Monk. Malik Monk said I thought the Knicks were drafting me, but we took Frankie, and that's fine.
That's fine. That's cool.
Now we just got to figure out how to dump Joakim Noah's contract and pray that Tim Hardaway Jr. shoots 50% from three. There's still problems. There'll always be problems.
Until then.
Comment below, subscribe, it is free. We'll see you soon.